You're confident you're going to win this fight?
Yeah, I'm going to win.
What's going to be the difference?
I'm going to win, that's it.
By KO?
Whatever way it comes.
Whatever
Any
way it
means
comes.
necessary, yeah.
If a referee start 1, 2, 3, I wake up. It's not problem for me. Listen, it was in the past. For me, I live now.
Things just got out of control between Oleksandr Usyk and Daniel Dubois. The two couldn't stop throwing insults at each other, and it nearly turned into a real fight. Their rivalry is heating up fast, and it's clear this is getting personal. Speaking about his game plan, Daniel Dubois made it clear he's aiming for an all-out assault. Knowing Usyk has been hurt by body shots before, Dubois promised to leave no stone unturned, throwing everything he has to break the champion down and find a way to victory.
Yes, sir.
There might be, I think he's been down a few times with body shots, so yeah, there's definitely, this time I've got to throw the kitchen sink at him, you know, land everywhere.
Meanwhile, reflecting on his past performances and growth since his earlier setbacks, Daniel shared how those experiences shaped him into a stronger, more prepared fighter. Confident in his evolution, Dubois believes he's now ready to take things to a whole new level when he steps into the ring.
Yeah, well, that was 4 fights ago now. I feel like even that fight and the training camp I did for that fight helped me massively over the next 3 fights I had after that. So I feel like I'm a better fighter now, more improved, more conditioned, and ready to just be an even better version, a better soldier, and just go to war.
I think people have seen that. People have seen different performances and better performances. Hrgovic, Miller.
Moving on, the tension reached a boiling point as Oleksandr Usyk and Daniel Dubois finally came face-to-face in front of a large crowd. At the highly anticipated launch press conference, the two fighters stared each other down, setting the stage for what promises to be an explosive showdown inside and outside the ring. On the other side, looking ahead to his fight with Daniel Dubois, Oleksandr Usyk spoke about his passion for boxing and the hard work that keeps him motivated. He made it clear that for now, his full focus is on this challenge, and whatever comes next will be decided after. Usyk remains calm, determined, and ready to give his all in the ring.
Because Jesus gave me opportunity, I take this now my goal. It's 3-time undisputed. Listen, I love boxing. I love training. I love hard training. I guess it's to last my fight with Dubois. Next, I don't know who. I talk to you. It's after this fight. It's
Building on his focus and respect for the present, Oleksandr Usyk took a moment to assess Dubois' growth as a fighter. He praised Dubois' skills and recent victories, acknowledging the challenge ahead. Usyk also noted Dubois' development not just in boxing ability, but as a mature competitor, showing a deeper understanding of the sport and himself.
First fight?
Yeah.
It's a good. It's a good. I think Daniel it's a good athlete and a boxer. Good, have good skills. Daniel last 3 fight, great win. Yeah, it's Hrgovic, Miller, and then Joshua. He's a great fighter.
In his after his fight against you, the run after that has been very, very good. Do you think he's a better fighter now than he was the first time you fought?
Maybe, yeah, maybe, because a lot of years, 2, 3, yeah. Now I think Daniel grow.
And do you think
He's like a boxer, like a man.
Adding to the growing buzz, popular analyst Showbiz the Adult weighed in on how much Daniel Dubois has changed since their first encounter. He highlighted the mental shift in Dubois and the clear improvement the British heavyweight has made heading into this rematch.
Dubois is taking this very seriously. I know Usyk is, but Usyk is taking it as seriously as he always does. Dubois was already tooth and nail with Usyk, except for Usyk was able to beat him with experience and beat him with endurance. Dubois has learned a lesson from that. He has increased his endurance for sure. That big Baby Miller fight was something else. But then knocking out AJ, now he's feeling a certain way. And he also feels that he was robbed of a knockout because he hit Usyk on a belt line.
Showbiz went on to further explain the specific adjustments Dubois is likely to bring to the rematch, especially after the controversial moments in their first fight, and studying how others have troubled Usyk before.
So he's going to be drilling Usyk's body, pause. There's a few things you can learn from what you already did with Usyk, from the few times AJ hurt Usyk to the body and the ref warned AJ. Better BF dropped Usyk to the body, and you can learn from Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, the first fight, the uppercuts he was landing on Usyk when he rocked him once or twice. I'm feeling a certain way.
On the other hand, as the fight draws closer, Oleksandr Usyk has been fully locked in at his intense training camp in Spain. Known for constantly evolving his skills, Usyk shared how each camp brings something fresh to keep him sharp and unpredictable. Meanwhile, former cruiserweight champion Tony Bellew weighed in on the high-stakes rematch, making it clear that all eyes are on Daniel Dubois. According to Bellew, Oleksandr Usyk has consistently proven himself, leaving no doubt about his abilities. The real pressure, Bellew explained, is on Dubois to show he has grown, changed, and is ready to rewrite the story of their first encounter.
He's got to prove, and I don't believe this, by the way, but I know a lot of fans, and I get stopped all the time about that shot. Yeah. Is it low? Is it? He's got to prove that he can take whatever Daniel Dubois throws at him and basically get rid of him again. No, that's what he's got to prove. As for this man,
he's going to go into this fight. Remember your mate Rocky when he puts the elbows out and he's letting whoever hit him to the body just to prove he can take a body shot.
For Daniel Dubois has got a lot of demons to revisit, and he's going to revisit them in this fight. I think he's in a different place mentally now than he was before the first fight. I don't want to say he's grown up and mature, because I think he's the same fighter as he.
Adding on, Bellew didn't hold back as he continued, making it clear that while Usyk has answered every question thrown his way, it's Dubois who must now prove he belongs at this level.
It's just his mental approach is going to have to be different. So let's be honest, the question that was given to us, it's all about Daniel Dubois. This is Oleksandr Usyk cannot be questioned in any way, shape or form, whether it's going to your backyard, whether it's can he do this, he's ticked every box he's ever came across. Our man here, Daniel Dubois, hasn't, but of recent has. So we've seen him do the wrong things in the past. We've seen him take a knee, whatever have you. But the best way to explain Daniel Dubois is he's a 27-year-old veteran. He's experienced everything the boxing can throw at him. He's been dropped, he's been down, he's been stopped, and he's found a way back. And he's now on the back of his biggest ever victories. He's on his best ever run.
Even continuing the focus on Daniel Dubois' transformation, boxing analyst Sonny Kay weighed in on the pressure surrounding Dubois ahead of the rematch. Kay pointed out that although Dubois struggled badly in the first fight, he has since rebuilt his career with solid wins. Now, with fans finally backing him, Dubois faces the biggest test of all under immense expectation.
Essentially, he lost every round, our man, in the first fight, and the only glimpse of hope that he had was that low blow, which I think was a low blow. So yes, he's coming into this, he's got everything to prove, and also he's got a lot to prove because everyone's so high on him now. No one's ever been this high on Danny Dubois after
he's a better fighter now than he was then.
Yeah, he's better for the experience.
3 good wins, and he's coming in this the main man, so a lot of people are expecting him to win, so that's a lot of pressure.
Building on his earlier thoughts, Kay highlighted the shift in Daniel Dubois' mindset heading into the rematch. Kay emphasized that Dubois now carries a stronger mental edge, fueled by confidence from his recent winning streak and the belief that time may be catching up with Usyk. With momentum on his side, Dubois steps in with a renewed sense of purpose.
Gets better as we go along.
Az has got the stronger mindset because he knows, our man Daniel Dubois knows that Usyk is getting older. Daniel Dubois is on a run of form, which is exceptional of late. I know Usyk's had a good run of form as well, but there are arguments, and there are a lot of people out there who think that Fury won one, if not 2 of them fights. So there's no dispute
Who
about
thinks
our
that?
man in
John?
his last 3 fights. You know full well there's people out there. So on that basis, yeah.
Furthermore, weighing in on the financial hype surrounding the fight, veteran boxing journalist Gareth A. Davies shared his doubts about the rumored massive payouts. While acknowledging the significance of the undisputed title clash, Davies questioned whether the event could truly generate the kind of numbers being talked about, especially without outside financial backing.
I think they're ludicrous that Usyk's going to earn $100 million for this fight. I don't think that computes for me.
Why?
Because I don't think it will do 3 or 4 million pay-per-view buys unless Saudi Arabian money is getting in and under into the basement of this fight. Then I think they earn big. I think the sums are not as big as some people are estimating. But it's for all the marbles.
Yeah,
it's for the undisputed title.
Adding to the excitement, former world champion Duke McKenzie added fuel to the fire with his explosive prediction for the rematch. He believes Daniel Dubois has transformed into a completely different fighter since the first meeting with Usyk. According to McKenzie, Dubois must turn the fight into a bloodbath, take bold risks, and push forward aggressively, doing everything he failed to do the first time to have any real shot at victory.
Undisputed title.
You know what? This is going to be as good as it gets, because obviously the world and his brother know now it's a completely different version of Daniel Dubois that Oleksandr Usyk faces. Dubois will raise his game. Dubois will fight. Dubois is going to make this fight into a bloodbath if he can. It's the only way he wins the fight. So that means he's going to take risks. He's going to do everything that he didn't do in the first fight. He'll try and get right in this.
Continuing his analysis, Duke McKenzie offered a balanced perspective on Daniel Dubois' recent improvements while reminding fans of Oleksandr Usyk's championship pedigree. McKenzie acknowledged Dubois' growth, sharper skills, and fighting spirit, but made it clear that Usyk remains a world-class operator, one who always finds a way to rise to the occasion, no matter what challenges come his way.
In going after Oleksandr Usyk the way that he did. But what we're seeing in Dubois now is a much more seasoned, a much more controlled, a much more... He picks his punches a lot better now. But, you know, Daniel Dubois has always had a big heart. And like I say, if he was fighting anybody else other than Oleksandr Usyk, I would pick him to win. But what they're convinced...
You think he is number 2 heavyweight in the world right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I still think that what Dubois' team are clearly overlooking is the fact that if Dubois raises his game, then Usyk will raise his game. Usyk isn't shot, he's not over the hill. He's got plenty of miles left on the clock, I believe. And I think if whatever Daniel Dubois brings to this fight, Usyk will still find a way to win.
I think Usyk will maybe have difficulties for the first 5 rounds against Daniel Dubois, and I think he'll come hard in those early rounds. It's no secret that he's going to go.
Meanwhile, with the growing belief that Daniel Dubois is a different fighter this time, Gareth A. Davies offered his take on how the early rounds could shape the outcome. He explained that Dubois has the tools to trouble Usyk with early pressure and aggression, making this a genuine chance to unify the heavyweight division and seize all the belts.
And the way to win.
I think Usyk will maybe have difficulties for the first 5 rounds against Daniel Dubois, and I think he'll come hard in those early rounds. It's no secret that he's going to go hard. He's going to put Usyk under pressure.
Yeah.
Daniel is capable of becoming the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, who will be crowned on July the 19th. Obviously, Daniel brings the IBF. Oleksandr held all of them when he beat Fury twice anyway. But obviously, one of them was ripped off him. He relinquished it, and then it went to Daniel. The unified WBC, WBO, and WBA world champion Usyk and IBF world champion Daniel Dubois fight for all the belts.
Ring magazine, is that on the line?
Yeah, I think the Ring
magazine. So all the marbles, right?
Furthermore, sharing his thoughts on the highly anticipated rematch for the undisputed heavyweight title, Chris Eubank Jr. weighed in on what could decide the outcome. Eubank Jr. believes both fighters are riding impressive momentum, but ultimately, the fight will come down to which man has the stronger mindset when the pressure hits.
I think Daniel Dubois, he's on a roll. He's coming off of a massive win against AJ. Usyk's also on a massive roll, so I think that fight's going to come down to to mindset.
Even joining the growing list of voices weighing in on the heavyweight showdown, Vidal Riley shared a confident prediction ahead of the heavyweight showdown. He believes Daniel Dubois has the momentum, youth, and self-belief to finally seize the moment and claim victory. While Riley acknowledged Usyk's greatness and experience, he insisted that timing is everything in boxing, and right now, all signs point to this being Dubois' time to shine.
Who wins that and why?
I'm going with Dubois. I think the season's right, the time is right. A lot of momentum, confidence.
The stage is set, the rivalry is red hot, and the stakes have never been higher. From fiery face-offs to bold predictions, both Daniel Dubois and Oleksandr Usyk have made it crystal clear that this isn't just a fight for belts, it's a battle for legacy, with Dubois promising to bring an entirely new version of himself, stronger, sharper, and mentally tougher, and Usyk standing calm but dangerous, refusing to be shaken. The tension is off the charts. Experts like Tony Bellew, Gareth A. Davies, Chris Eubank Jr., Duke McKenzie, Showbiz the Adult, and Vidal Riley have all weighed in, and while opinions are split, one thing is certain. This is going to be an all-out war. Both men are walking into the ring with everything to gain and everything to lose. Who do you think will walk away as the undisputed heavyweight champion, Daniel Dubois or Oleksandr Usyk? Drop your predictions in the comments below.